Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand final of the Scrim series, the Scrim Central series, for week number 2, I guess you could call this, and we have two stellar teams going up against each other. Two Girls One Twix coming through the losers bracket, going up against Shattered, who've had a clean run through the upper bracket. As such, they're starting 1-0 up in this best of 5 series. We're starting out on Watchpoint Gibraltar, but there's a couple of maps that are sort of flies in the ointment, so to speak, going forward. We have Eichenwald in the potential map pool, we have Hanamura in the potential map pool, so definitely could see some interesting things coming out there. No King of the Hill maps, of course, well, as they got deleted out in the draft earlier, so it's going to be interesting to see how the team set it themselves up. No surprises coming out of Two Girls One Twix here on the defense. Tank heavy, and we've been seeing tank heavy out of them so far. Hello, Ryan.
Yeah, they really want to run this triple tank lineup. RT is picking up Orisa, if only. That might be strong, really, with the sort of moving payload constantly.
No, I think he's making the blackboard do stupid things.
Yeah, probably. Pick it Bastion because it does it a little bit better.
No.
Again, might be an option that they take. They've seen that
it's
these
happening.
tank-heavy lineups might want Bastion on it.
RT, you tease! He's staying on it. I thought he was going to swap. No, he's staying on it. They're running with it.
No, he is a tank cluster. Catalyst is actually good.
Oh my god, the May War. Oh my god, the positioning, the plays, they're cutting and taking the high ground. Bastion is now set up on the high ground and dealing a lot of damage. The flanks is real, and Bastion is set up on the high ground, raining death from above. Zuby is out of defense matrix as well, and they had to back away, and the payload is rolling forward, ladies and gentlemen. The position they've taken instantly is so crucial. Oh my god, what a move. What a play!
That was something that Rafina's had, but I'm surprised that the Cranes aren't watching this themselves, but they have the high ground. Payload is moving with some moderate pace, and it's really difficult to contest it because
Offguard is going to get gunned down so low, barely survives there. Artie just raining death from above. He's dropping down now to move to the payload. They spotted out the Diva below, and there goes the defense matrix as well, so no more of that. And down goes the barrier on Reinhardt as well. That's not going to last very long here with the Bastion just shelling away at it. This payload is rolling forward, ladies and gentlemen, looking real strong as they start to get around this corner, and this Bastion is in position to get set up, no problem. Ocelot gets slept. Still has his barrier up, but the tank mode is ready and waiting to go. Archie has to worry a little bit about the high ground. Let's jump on board with Matic. We've been watching nothing but the Bastion so far, but he's got the team in his sights. The Bastion tank noise does echo out from the distance. Can he get rid of Matic on the high ground? Yes, he can. Just hitting the back wall behind him, gets rid of him, using those rockets. The Bastion is shelling out right now as the payload keeps rolling forward, and he's just getting set up once more. Okay, I'll try to get rid of him, but dies in the process. Does get picked up by the res. I do believe, no, he wasn't picked up there, I think. So Matic just still on the high ground. The one saving grace here, trying to place a time. I like the spraying, well, just desperately finding cover, but they're trying to get rid of Artie now. Finally gets rid of him. Earthshatter also deletes him there as the payload still being contested right now. Catalyst in a good position as well, shooting down from the high ground. Does have his visor ready, but this might have just been enough. Ocelot getting displaced off it. Padavan gets killed by OKL, and it's just literally 7 centimeters away, ladies and gentlemen. Finally does get pushed in, and Catalyst setting up for the next point.
It's a shame that the Bastion and the Reinhardt are making their way past the old spawn, and they can't really push these late spawners on the defending team, but really what they're wanting to do is to not get close and personal with these fights. They know how big and brawly triple tanks can be, so having the hit scan of Soldier and Bastion just firing from a distance, burning down any shields or any mitigation is really important to them. They don't really have anything to lead the fight with at the moment, as you're seeing, but really it's all setting up the Bastion into a good spot and pinning down from there. But they really need a pause right now, as more than likely they might be having some lag issues or DC issues.
Yeah, there could be. Artie's a man known for his timely DCs. No, it looks like Zest for a change. Did you know what Zest's ult charge was like? Because that can actually be a huge loss. If someone disconnects, when they reconnect, they will come back with 0 ultimate charge. And you can see there's a huge amount of ultimates built up, of course, on the team of Shattered at the moment. So looking real strong for them at the moment. Archie, of course, swapping off with that Bastion. But what a move! I'm so glad I started recording this. Oh my lord, what a move! Like you said,
you just don't see stuff like that in normal games. They must have been planning that for quite some time. They did have a pretty extensive break in comparison to Two Girls One Twix, who basically went from the semi-final straight into this. But Artie was pretty much... Oh no, Artie's still in the game. Somebody else had to leave.
Yes, Zest.
Sort of reconnect. But Artie now changing actually to Tracer. The Bastion was working for quite some time, but now they want to change the pace of the game and maybe go something a little bit more divey, because it worked so well, but they've got to make sure that they could get Zuby out of the Diva mech. Otherwise, that's a lot of damage that's going to get eaten up.
Absolutely, and it looks like teams are ready to go. So yeah, so Zest is stuck in loading, of course, at the moment until we unpause it, then he will just load into the game. Ready to go? Yes, we absolutely are ready to go. Hopefully they're not waiting for us
Zest
to set
also
ready.
lost out on an Earth Shatter as well, which
Yeah,
is a big loss to what they needed.
That's sort of what I was concerned about. So there is a penalty to DCing. Basically, you don't get to keep what you're left with, unfortunately, as they are forced to sort of regroup a little bit, just waiting for their zesty tank basically to come back in position. But this is letting them sort of re-angle their attackers. They can get Catalyst onto the high ground, but they are ready and waiting for this, ladies and gentlemen. D.Va ready to block the damage on its way in, but of course that defense matrix does not last forever, and they've got to be very careful as well. As I can see, Ben is going to definitely be looking for the grab here. They do get knocked off the high ground, and they're trying to get rid of Zuby as quickly as possible. If they can get rid of this mech, it'll be absolutely huge. 5-star goes through, and yes, the mech is gone. Grab could be coming out any second now. They can see the Mercy, and oh my lord, Ben stuck in a world's most awkward position as they start rolling forward. Break it down is called as the team does keep on rolling, going forward, looking for off-color. They spot out the Mercy, still holding onto this Graviton Catalyst. Where are you? You're trying to get set up on the high ground here, trying to advance forward. Let's jump on board. Let's find Artie actually. What's RD up to? He's trying to get onto off-color in the back, but he has been protected. Trying to get rid of Zuby as well. Again, if they can keep Zuby gone, that would be absolutely huge. Throws out the bomb, doesn't manage to find it, does get some damage out. Grav goes out. I think I got deflect. Deflected, it must have been. Matic must have pinged it back at them. Or it just went nowhere, I'm not too sure. I kind of missed it. Catalyst though, raining death from above on the Soldier 76. Rocket machine guns down Zuby once again, and down goes everyone. And oh wait, no, the grab just didn't catch anything. I think it was just on the payload.
It got stuck on the payload and ultimately didn't get anybody, which is a big loss. But they are pushing the late spawners, which is huge considering one of them is Saltwater on the Ana. They need to be pushing this corner now where the Ginger Kid, the Ana for some reason, is trying to hold the line when really the tank should be there and setting up as far forward as possible, because this high ground advantage is really important for defending teams, and you do see a lot of teams being stalled out here. Even with 4 minutes left on the clock, you do see that time dissipate into nothing because you can't break this corner.
Yeah, we see Catalyst. I think he's trying to get around there. Ursula comes out, gets OKL, but the counter Ursula comes through. OKL just getting absolute value there. Matic coming out with a Dragon Blade, just swinging for the fences, ladies and gentlemen, as he does take down the Lucio as well. Picked himself up a nice, juicy triple kill. Almost gets the quad. But Artie just barely nips away into the spawn there, just tucking away. Nice and safe. Genji can't hit him. There we go.
This is a perfect position for the defending team to be in. They do have another ult left with OKL with the whole hog, but other than that, nothing really close to being used. Artie has the bomb ready, probably wait for Ben for a big
got OKL! It didn't land the stick, but OKL basically stood next to the bomb. This fat rippled as it detonated. It was just enough for Catalyst to come in and get the kill on Soldier from Soldier 76. Catalyst now getting set up and getting ready to go. Let's try and get the camera on him. There we go. He's looking for the support. Matic also dangerously low. There we go. 2 kills now for Catalyst as he's pushing onto the payload. OKL dropping dangerously low as well. Trying to get out. Actually manages to push one off. Zest goes off the edge there with the whole hog, but it's still just the poor Reinhardt left out on his own with this Ana just tucked in the back. And that's not going to be too long for this world. They had to put out the nano boost.
He's looking for boots on that corner. There isn't much of the map that he can boot people off on, but he has been doing it all day on the likes of Ilias, so he's looking for that opportunity. I don't think he cares about the payload anymore. He's just looking on to trying to get somebody, and he's going for... He's jumping off the map. He's doing his losses and making sure that he's ready for the team for their final push. Well, if they can get the point at least, and it looks like they possibly can.
I did see a Reaper also come out for a momentarily there from OKL. It was like desperation, last moment changes just in case they try to force the point. Reaper, of course, very good at that stalling. But back on that Roadhog, Ocelot once again ready to go with the Earthshatter as well. So they have to be very careful about their barrier management. It's actually looking pretty good for Ocelot right now. Zest's barrier is incredibly low. There goes the hammer down. Can't quite see what it caught. It caught the Tracer at the very least. There goes Tracer. There goes Zest. And it looks like the kills are definitely going in favor of the blue team. Two Girls One Twix just holding out that much longer. We do see, oh, poor Catalyst. Not going to be too long for this world. Down to the 76. A legend.
Certainly thinking back to Ocelot on versus Stampede on Hollywood with the really early Earth Shatters when they really don't need to sort of come in. It might be good at getting a couple of picks, but not when a push isn't going to come in. You might stall it a little bit more. But there isn't many sort of defensive ults that can shut down a really strong push like Earth Shatter. So I do think he's been a bit keen on there, and he hasn't got it for this next push. However, Zest is pretty much raring to go with his if you can sort of burn down the shield. And Artie as well. They're
being very cautious around this D.Va, and there it goes. D.Va eats the Graviton. Doesn't go through, and they've been waiting so long to try and get this off, but Zuby manages to catch it there. They didn't manage to sort of get close enough, but didn't manage to find the right angle. Taskbars that are coming out from the side. Does manage to find one, does get rid of Okala, but OKL comes in with the counter once again. These hooks have been so juicy, ladies and gentlemen, as even more kills coming in. Reinhardt barely gets out with his life. No, he doesn't. Gets killed long range by D.Va. OKL kills Panavan with a hook. and 50 seconds left on the clock. It looks like they might be able to just hold it.
They don't really have any ultimates that they can go in with. They do have the bomb, but without the grab, that's such a huge loss. They really, whilst they waited a long time, they should have maybe made sure that Zuby was going to be out of mech for it. They try it again. The issue is that Zuby will probably insta-mech again with the self-destruct, and just it's impossible to find a good opportunity to Earthshatter in this situation.
Medic's looking.
They're so spread and they're so coordinated, and you can see the soldier, or McCree even, going for the high ground.
Oh, he missed the headshots. He's trying to find an angle to get this to get the high noon off. Self-destruct goes out, goes miles away. There we go, Matic landing a shot. Looking for kills on the payload, trying to just keep it occupied. Nano Boost actually goes on to Okiel as well as he puts out that nano boosted whole hog here. Just dealing with Padavan. We've had enough of your nonsense, mate. There's nothing you can really boop off here, and you can't really do anything about that. Farah trying to come from the back. The hook lands. Catalyst goes down, and it's kind of been the story of this game. The hook lands, and Two Girls One Twix finally establish a hold. Well played.
4-minute hold on that point is very common, but it still isn't very easy. It was really well played. Good use of ultimates. Although saying that, they did hold it there, but it got very close to the end of the map. So I'd still say that for Two Girls One Twix to get the round here, they really need to pretty much finish out this map. But that's
Zuby.
easier said than done on Gibraltar, especially if Shattered are going to play a really sturdy lineup that doesn't want to lose that first point, because we do see that again time and time.
So, like, the May strat, like, they put the wall on this blue box, I think, and then jump over, and it was just, it was beautiful. I'm not going to lie.
Perfect. Definitely. Perfect. If it was too far forward or too far back, it wouldn't have worked. But that kind of tactic only works once. You never know. Like, Shad may want to try to, or Two Girls One Twix may want to try, Two Girls One Twix may want to try the strategy themselves, but it looks like they're going to try and go really beefy tanks if they can. Although they haven't got a Reinhardt set up currently, but that just might be Zest, might change over in a second. It's hard to say. But going without a Reinhardt on this might be shooting themselves in the foot on the defense. There it is. Yeah,
Shattered bringing up the Reinhardt. They need him. They desperately need him. You can't really defend without a Reinhardt. You could try and crowbar an Orisa in, but it's just so difficult. You can maybe also try and do a dive comp, but it's just, you're inviting disaster. I imagine Two Girls One Twix probably not going to try out the May strat. I think that's something that you've got to... Like, what possesses a man to sit at home and practice placing May walls to move bastions into terrifying locations? What kind of twisted, sick mind dreams that up?
People we know.
Apparently, there's people in our communities. That's who dreams that up. What a play! What a movement! I'm staring in awe at this blue box. It's beautiful. Matic actually, no, I was hoping we might see the Reaper, but no, we're all soldiers now. He's got the golden gun, and he's been doing incredibly with that pick. Let's see how he fares at the start of this match as they push their way out of spawn. They spot out the D.Va. Hey, there's a D.Va there. There's a Roadhog as well. The hook instantly coming out, and oh my lord, Catalyst gets deleted straight away. The hook's on point so far.
You know that you're already on the back foot for not finishing the map. Why would you sort of try and get those picks? It was unnecessary, especially with Zest not there with them. It was just an easy game, and now this really looks like it's going to be an easy first point take for Two Girls.
That barrier is already demolished on Zest, so they got to be so careful. The hook comes through, almost gets Padavan. Hook 2.0. Rearing its ugly head once more as the D.Va drops down. She's going to get demeched in no time at all. She barely manages to hold on to it, actually. Super low on that. Has anti-healing on it, but will be picked up in time. But it's going to take them a little while to do so as we stick on Okiel, looking for a couple of picks here. Misses Catalyst. Hammer down, actually coming out on the point as well. Let's swing around and see what that actually managed to sort of get on the back of that. Zest picking up a kill of his own, but the counter push coming up now, and they're still forcing the issue as they start rolling forward, trying to take control of this corner. Ginger Kid getting a little bit isolated. Matic getting rid of that healer and might be able to get rid of the Ana here as they start pushing around this corner. We have Catalyst on the high ground, dropping down, gets onto Ocelot, but Ocelot being healed up. There we go, finally the shot goes through, gets the kill. Nano Boost actually going on to Zuby. Strong as a mountain, 90% charge actually. This is considerable amounts of damage coming out here from the Zarya and able to go through the D.Va barrier. Attack Visor coming in, coming around the side as well. He's actually got a good flank on, but there is the D.Va and Reinhardt just ready to sort of meet him and cut that down. So nothing coming out of there. Let's jump on board with the counterpart Artie on the point at the moment, looking maybe to get himself a little bit of space. Taps the side of his head, starts shelling out the damage here. Okiel dropping down slow, but blows the poor Soldier 76's head clean off there. Okiel gets a beautiful hook as well for the follow-up nerf. This is called down on the point and might just be in position. Ocelot jumps forward, gets in position nice and quickly there. We do see the whole hole coming up. There is the defense matrix scooping most of it up, but it's not enough, and they take the point.
Oh, this is tremendous. He's been tremendous play by Saltwater, who just managed to survive through that, had some really good grenades to keep the whole of the team alive.
They're keeping Ben alive.
yeah, even when the likes of Shattered were on it, that was a crazy shot.
Oh.
Yeah, the bully is certainly being felt. Saltwater is just played tremendously. The nano boost on the Zarya was a bit unconventional, but as you said, with a 90% charge, it was a tremendous amount of damage. More importantly, that couldn't be eaten by the D.Va, so Ben was just getting shafted there. And really, this is tremendous play by Two Girls One Twix that are taking this situation and are not taking it lightly. They really
such a good position. Misses the hook barely, uncharacteristic for him so far. It feels like he can hit everything but the enemy Roadhog. Like this man misses Roadhog somehow, but hits every single squirrely bastard that isn't that. Actually whiffing another hook. Oh no, as it's starting to fall apart here. Soundbarrier coming out on both sides. The battle is joined. Zest charging in, dangerously out of position. Barry is incredibly low. Charge goes through. Ocelot picking up one. Sacrificer now coming out for Matic, but he gets shut down. I think Artie set up on the high ground, just shooting down, no problem. This is where Artie loves to be, the Belgian man himself, getting all the kills, hammer down on the floor, managing to actually catch a number of people. We see Ocelot running forward without a Lucio there to speed boost him in. He's going to be a little bit struggling. Attack visor coming out from Artie on the high ground. Let's see what he can find. He's powered up. He's getting in there, ladies and gentlemen. He spots one, spots two. Can he get rid of the Lucio? Off color, just juking out of position here. Artie actually not dealing with the threats on the point as well, trying to reposition and waste a lot of that nano boost, not really getting too much out of it as the payload is slowly running forward. Ocelot dangerously low here. Can he get the kill on him? No, he just can't find the position. Instead, Zest comes in with a fire strike, manages to scoop up the kill there, and they might have just held it here. Shattered, holding on in the hangar phase.
Tremendous play there. Artie getting a really solid pick on Saltwater, but tried to chase other squishies that weren't on the point, kind of running in the wrong direction, but the right kind of people with Catalyst and Zest jumping on the point. Really good play by Padawan as well to make sure that they were pushing that advantage as and when they got it, just to push them all the way out of this phase, right by the door, and now they have a really strong advantage here by holding the point. And again, a really common spot that the payload can get stuck in. 2.5 minutes still left to go, and there's still a lot to see, but here comes the grab.
There's the grab, there's the visor as well. Managed to catch a lot of people on the floor, but nothing else coming out of it. The charge just comes in, the damage comes out, and the whole hog also coming out from Catalyst right now, just knocking people back and just causing some disruption, but not really getting too much aside from deleting Saltwater here. This is a good chance for them to just keep rolling forward. The Ginger Kid dropping dangerously low on that high ground is completely isolated here. If they get rid of the Reinhardt, they will just be able to roll this forward. There we go. Okay, I'll scoops up a kill for himself. The Ginger Kid stuck on the back line. There we go. Down he goes. A couple of people now reinforcing the point, but Ocelot, he's going to be ready. He's waiting. He's setting himself up for his position if he even needs it. I don't think he does with okay. I'll bring it up the whole hog, knocking everyone back and displacing them from the point. This payload should be able to roll forward. There's just enough people. Catalyst getting hooked out of the sky, and down goes Padawan, and this should be rolling in for the final stage now. They've just got to get it to the golden parking space of Joy, ladies and gentlemen. Not that far away, but worryingly, Ben almost slap darted there, gets hooked, and this should be a very dead Zarya in no time at all. That's going to be a nasty little respawn. There's an opportunity here for a good push coming out, but they're going to be pushing into Artie with attack visor.
Yeah, they should have their own attack visor, nano visor very soon. Matic on 93%, Saltwater 90. Saltwater's probably got about 2 or 3 nanos out at this point, which is tremendous work. Absolutely nailing everything on this Ana, and yeah, Artie's looking to find a good opportunity. He's got the high ground, and there's nothing really to jump up there and deal with it, especially with Catalyst now as well. That's going to cause all sorts of problems on the Pharah. But here comes
the nano boost, and he gets shattered, instantly countered. We were on his first person perspective there, so we just got a good view of sort of the sky there as Artie comes in with attack visor of his own with the nano. It just cleans house, no problem. There's still the threat in the back. No, down goes Sword 76. Maten dropping to Padawan. He doesn't need to boop you off. He'll just kill you with his funky sound waves. Lucio picking up a kill. Lovely.
Really solid hold. Artie again, just on that high ground, being able to ult. Didn't have anything really to contest him. On the other side of that, we saw
D.Va online. Matic as well.
Was it Matic? Who's now on McCree. Obviously, seeing that he couldn't get much out of it. I don't know if Deadeye is going to be the option here, but who really knows at this point? Maybe to sort of deal with the Pharah a little bit more, who now has ult ready and raring to go. With Ben on 92%, we might see it grab Justice combo very, very, very soon. And as I said, this point in the map, very easy to get them stalled and stuck on.
Yeah, Pharah has a good angle here as well, just waiting. That said, they're going to be very careful. There is a D.Va ready and waiting in the wings, of course, so looking to catch something out. Matic actually scooping up a kill for himself there. Saltwater, though, vulnerable and should be killed in this corner. Barely survives there thanks to the grenade. Stun does go onto the Pharah, but she's just managing to stay alive here. Juking Matic shots, lands one shot, but Padawan comes in, scoops up the kill. Let's jump up with him because he's actually been fragging out quite a lot today. Padawan scooping up a lot of these kills on the Lucio. Definitely sort of the star booper, the Reddit Lucio himself, getting all the kills. Okay, I'll try to get out of here, but no, that's not going to happen. Padawan again, scooping up another kill for himself. Beautifully played there. Catalyst still holding on to this barrage, still has it ready and waiting, and it's a constant threat that they have to be concerned about on this push.
Yeah, Padawan is getting some serious ult charge from the engagements that he's in. I've never seen a Lucio being able to get that ult charge as quickly as him, but he has really been one of the best performing ones. That said, Nano Boost is ready to go with a few more ultimates in the wings, ready for the attacking team. But they've only got a minute left. They need to put these together nicely.
Matic calling out High Noon. Got the boost on him. Does get rid of one target. The defense matrix is on though, so holding on with that. Attack visor comes out. B is dropped, but it's not going to be enough to be able to hold off perhaps Ben, who's going to be ready, waiting, looking for a target, perhaps to just drop this graviton on. He's just holding on to it for now. Even though he's surrounded by targets, he's not dropping it. No, he finally puts it down, but it's way too late, and such D.Va's just sat in there, just shutting the fire down. Nothing comes out of the back of that. Matic scoops himself up an easy kill, gets himself a kill on the Lucio. This is the best opportunity they've had to push forward. There might just be one still chance to hold onto this. Winston jumping forward, might get rid of the Ana. Down? No, she's just barely staying alive. Hammer down, catches absolutely everyone. This could be the opportunity that he needs, but no, Matic comes in. Bomb is blocking the doorway as well as the player starts running forward. May manages to wall it off, but does get cut down as a result. Padawan gets onto the point. Down he goes, and this could just be it. They've done it. Two Girls One Twix.
3.7 seconds left. It was a disaster on Catalyst's at Ben's point. They were trying to force that play. I don't think they honestly needed to. Ben knew that he was out in the open and sort of waiting for that ult. They would have another opportunity to stall it out. But forcing 3 ultimates there, it's just difficult to do. And it was, whilst they had the right idea, they completely forgot that Zubli was there on the D.Va, just able to eat it up. It was easy from their perspective, and that advantage went to them fairly quickly. But saying that, Matty got played a game in that final bit, who was just getting those all-important kills as and when needed. Just absolutely nailing these shots. And again, we're having a really high sensitivity game.
Oh, well, it's still
Where
not
did
as bad
that
as
come from?
The Legend of Korra. Matic's actually been like very accurate all day. I've been first-person perspectiving him a lot, and he's been just getting these kills and getting these shots down. So Matic doing an excellent job there on the McCree, picking it up and basically securing it for his team. That said, I will agree that I think they were holding on way too long with that graviton. For example, Zarya for a while there was just surrounded by 2 supports. If you just put the graviton on both of them, scoop both of them up with quick Pharah kills, you win the fight anyway. Basically, you just kill all the momentum the enemy team has. So maybe just waiting too long, maybe holding on that little bit too long, and trying to get too much off of the back of it, giving D.Va time to set up. And well, oh wow, what general chat, just amazing in Overwatch. Right guys, we'll be moving on to game number 2 very soon. If you're watching this on YouTube, I might be splitting this up into separate videos just so you guys can take your time watching these, but we are 1-1 here in the Scrim Central final.